What is happening, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Why Did I Buy a Mini Truck? As you can see, I've been test fitting up the core support, just kind of getting a feel for how it's going to lay on here. There are a few spots we need to pull in and a couple we need to tap out a little bit to get it to line up properly. But it shouldn't be super hard. And now, if we're test fitting for that, that means that the engine and transmission are ready to go back in. So today what we're going to be doing, I've kind of come in here already a little bit, and I put some new silicone vacuum lines everywhere. Just replaced all the old rubber ones that were in here. They were very hard. A lot of them were cracked. I did also go ahead and just spray the block a satin aluminum. I just wanted to give it a color change. I'm not a huge fan of the orange that was on here, so it's really just personal preference. I am going to be painting the valve cover, but that will be after the rest of the paint arrives for the truck. So we'll color match it and do all that fun stuff, but that'll be later. Easy to do when it's in the truck, so not a big deal. But today, pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to clean up this a little bit more. We're going to Scotch-Brite a lot of the components on here just to kind of give it a fresher appearance. I am also going to be doing an oil pan gasket for no particular reason other than the fact I haven't had the pan off, and I'd like to go ahead and just take a look in there, take a look at the pickup, make sure everything's good. This engine was rebuilt by the previous owner of our donor truck, and it ran healthy. It was nice and strong, so I have no doubts that everything will be fine, but it's always good to double check. We are also going to be replacing like these fuel lines here and here and here, and our coolant lines as well, but that'll be later on today. We're just going to get everything ready to go. I do have transmission over here. I went and pressure washed it earlier today. It is snowing outside and about 20 degrees, so pressure washed it to the best of my ability outside, and I brought it in here. We will clean it up a little bit more with a wire wheel and make sure that it is ready to go. I've got a new clutch right here, and I also have a new pressure plate in here. Let's see, what are we running again? It's been so long since I ordered this stuff, I can't remember everything that we got. So it looks like a new pilot bearing, burnout bearing, very cool stuff. What are you? Oh, it's just a XDT-TD. It sounds like something you don't want to get from somebody you meet at a bar. So that'll be fun. I can't remember how much I paid for this. It wasn't very much. Had a lot of really good reviews, though. Pretty sure I got it off of eBay. If it sucks, well, we'll just pull it out again. I do also have to clean up this cross member right here that we're going to be putting in. I'm going to reuse this one because it does have a poly mount, and I just like how it fits. All our hardware's right here. We do got a little bit of anti-seize. Got our steel wool to go ahead and get this freshened up. So let's get on the GoPro, and I am going to start burning through this, and then like I said, we'll go ahead and get that clutch mounted up, get the transmission mated, and then we're going to go ahead and pop it back inside, hopefully for the final time. But hope you guys enjoy the next clip. Sweet, so we went ahead and got the clutch all on. I went ahead and resurfaced the flywheel, nothing too crazy. I just used a little bit of 800 grit. The flywheel is practically brand new. I just needed to scuff it down. So we got our clutch in here. It's really exciting. So this is all good to go. You can see that it slips in and out, no problem. New throwout bearing on here. Everything's nice and lubed up. Got the guides all lubed, so moves pretty easy now. So the next step is throw you guys back on the GoPro. We're gonna go ahead and get this engine attached to this transmission. Oh, wait. This engine attached to this transmission, and then we're gonna get ready to go ahead and get it back in the mini truck. Enjoy. Alrighty, so the engine's all together. Everything is nice and tight. I did get the starter on as well. So now that we're done with that, got a new oil pan gasket. Everything is good. I went ahead and I lubricated all of the grease fittings on the whole front end, on the back of the 4-link, just to make sure everything is good, because it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get in here with the engine in unless we're underneath. So all that stuff is greased up, nice and full. We're gonna go ahead and get that popped in. I'm gonna take a quick break for lunch, and then when we come back, engine, transmission, inside, cross members got to get cleaned up. I cannot wait. I'll catch you guys in the next clip. So I didn't film putting the engine in. That was totally my fault. And honestly, I'm glad I didn't, because it just would have been a lot harder to do this. I really need to get like a camera person, but the engine is in. I have these headers just mocked up. They're from a 240SX, the KA24e, and I will tell you what, they fit in here perfect. They don't hit anything, so get those. I don't know where they came from. They're probably from eBay, but we're gonna do some welding on them. They're just kind of mocked up for now, just really to reinforce it so it doesn't break away from the manifold. Anyway, guys, the engine and transmission are in. The new clutch is on. Got a shifter poking out. I don't have any bolts in it because I got to reseal it, but I am so excited. I mean, the truck airs up, airs down. I cannot wait to go ahead and get this new core support welded on tomorrow and to get this thing out. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to back it out tomorrow because it is still snowing, but if I can't, then I'm sure I'll find some other stuff. Maybe we'll keep working on the air suspension in here so we can stop filling up from that tank. So now that the engine and transmission is in, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get that tacked in. I might not film that part, but I will show you guys when it is done. And then, like I said, if it's still snowing out and it's pretty bad, there's like 3 feet right in front of the garage door. We'll probably come in here this week and kind of button up some of the air suspension, figure out where we're going to mount the compressors. I'm thinking about mounting it on the back wall of the cab, and then what I'm going to do is actually run a through bolt. I'll make it pretty, so if you see the bolt head from the back, it'll just look like a blacked out Allen, but I'd like to do that maybe with a fat washer, so this way I don't have to worry about it pulling through. They are kind of heavy. I did already put a little bit of mat behind it too, just to quiet it up, but there'll also be carpet and stuff here, so I don't think it should vibrate too bad inside. Another fun thing that we get to do now that the engine is in is we get to hook up our brand new clutch line. I already have the slave cylinder in there, so now what we're going to do is hook up the soft line to the hard line that we made previously and get that all secured, which is awesome. And now it really gives us kind of a good idea of how we're going to route our wiring. I am going to do like a semi-tuck, but I'm not going to go too crazy with it. I would like to leave this relatively clean, so I'm going to try to hide as much stuff inside, underneath the dash, or in the passenger footwell that I can. I just am really happy, guys. I mean, I cannot believe it's finally in here. We are going to paint the valve cover, the engine cleaned up pretty well. And, you know, we can always pressure wash it later, but I'm just ecstatic. I mean, look at it. Just take a moment to just soak it in. Engine, transmission is in. Our drivetrain finally is in here. So nice. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. We're almost at 90 subscribers. That is wild. And we had a huge influx of views recently. So thank you guys so much for sharing, showing your friends, all that jazz. I appreciate it. I will catch you guys in the next one. Get out there in those garages, get those projects done. Until the next one, peace.